So yes, we can go ahead and hop straight into it. So like we talked about on the phone, came across y'all's website on Google, saw that y'all are with right now. Um, clients absolutely love whenever they switch over to us and their experience after that. So if you don't mind me telling me about your current experience, like are they taking care of you? Or is stuff getting done on the website, or what's kind of been your experience with it?
Uh, hmm, for the most part, I mean, I think the only thing with them is that we try reaching out to them to see if they could. I'm trying to see. So, okay, so we have multiple things in the business. We had inflatables, and they was focusing more on the inflatables versus what the business, is really all about, which is and we reached out to them to see if they could like take the main focus off of the inflatables,
Hmm.
but they hadn't did that at any time, and we reached out to them a couple of times. So that
Hmm.
was one of the main concerns. For us, like our invoices, the people that we are dealing with, they having a hard time pulling up the invoices on their end. I guess because they have to like go and download everything instead of just pulling up an invoice on the email and everything is already on the front of it and they don't have to go into it. That was a
Hmm.
problem.
Okay.
And the price for the most part.
Okay. Yeah. And about how much a month are they charging you right now?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. So
Uh,
typically,
I think like two, oh, man,
yeah.
probably
So,
like 199.
yeah. And that's really, really common. Usually, Tower is going to charge somewhere around that. They're usually around 150 a month to around 350 a month just for a website build. That's usually what we see from and we think that that's absolutely too much. So here at Spark Growth, we absolutely love to work with local businesses. That's like our main clientele is local businesses. And so we don't try to charge too much, but where we can still make money and everything is good on both sides. So we
Yeah.
always make sure to keep that in mind. And then with them not working with you as far as taking off the inflatable service, um, it is a big company, that's no secret, but they're at the point where it's such a common issue that I hear all the time from people, is that they're just too big where they can't, like you're just treated like another number. And so that's just real unfortunate that that's how it is. But here at Spark Growth, you actually get a dedicated service member. So when you do, if you do sign up, I should say, um, this dedicated person, this dedicated member is dedicated to just your account. Obviously, they have other accounts assigned to them, but what I mean by that is that whenever you call, you have their direct phone number, you have their direct line, their direct number to text them. You can direct email them, whatever the case is, however you want to contact them, and that is your direct way of communication. So that's a lot better rather than having to give a call to you're getting transferred here, transferred there. Instead, you have this person that knows everything about your account. They know your business goals, and that way it's just more, I guess you could say, better communication. Um,
Yeah, be more efficient for us.
yes, more efficient and better communication on your goals and what you want changed on the website. Another thing with Spark Growth is that you do get unlimited website revisions. So please, this is one of the biggest things, is feel free to send images whenever you get them. It can be a week after you sign up. It can be 3 months after you sign, just whenever you want to send images, you just send it to your dedicated account executive, and they will get that added to your website. It usually takes around 2 to 3 business days just for stuff to get added to the website. Not a long wait at all. Sometimes it can even be faster than that. Just depends on how much work we have at the time. But I just want to let you all know those service things that we have going on here at Spark Growth, and our clients absolutely love that dedicated service member policy we have.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then so let me share my computer screen and I can go ahead and break down.
And how long you guys been in business?
We've been in business for about 2 years now, and we have clients all across the US. We have testimonials on our website. And so literally yesterday I signed up someone coming from and I showed them the website that we built for them, and they absolutely loved it. And it was a huge, they were paying $450 a month, and we got them on a $200 a month plan, and we got them essentially this even better value for what they were paying. And he's been happy, but obviously he signed up yesterday, so still got to see how the services go. But we sign up clients all the time, and they're always happier with our services that we offer.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, I pulled up y'all's Google My Business page, 5-star reviews, two of them. How is y'all's review process right now? Is it a simple process, or y'all just take them as they, come in, or what does that look like?
It's simple. We take them as they come in.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So how would you feel about automating that process?
Uh, I mean, it would be less work for us, but
Hmm. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. So with Spark Growth, you don't just get a website, you also get a whole backend software. So in this software, there's literally everything you need to manage your business. Google reviews, a CRM, social media planner, reputation management, all that good stuff is going to be in this software, even a booking calendar, and invoicing, which I know is really, really important to. Um, but we can talk about the Google reviews for right now. So you can connect your Google My Business page into our system. And so what this does is whenever an invoice is paid, we can automatically set up an automation where it will ask them for a Google review. Now, in this
okay.
automation, they have to put 4 or 5 stars or higher for it to redirect them to leave a review on your Google My Business page. Or we can even just switch it to 5 because some people want to keep that 5.0 star rating. But it's
Yeah.
up to y'all. But in that automation, regardless whether it's 4 or 5, um, we can redirect them to the Google My Business page, or if it's below that, then it will take them to a feedback form where they can leave feedback of how their experience went, and that will be directly sent to you and um, about why that experience, went that way. So
Okay.
real important feature right there, and I think y'all will really, really like that because, like I said, it's only getting sent once an invoice is paid. So that client is most likely going to be happy because they paid for the services, everything went well. So it's going to be real great for y'all.
Okay.
Yes. And Facebook, are y'all active on Facebook, or how do y'all feel about the
Uh,
social media?
we're not really active on social media.
Okay. Is that something y'all are looking to get into, or how do y'all feel about it?
Mm, that I'm not sure about. We was at one point,
Hmm.
uh, and then it just kind of just slowly kind of faded. But I mean, we can, to get back
Hmm.
into it. But
Okay. Yeah, with our system that we have, I think you'll really feel like it's something that would be so simplified that you can get back into it. So we have these different partnerships with, all the big social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Google My Business page. You can post images, say right here. So whenever you connect these different platforms, you can actually schedule out posts and you can upload the image and make the caption and schedule it out on all these different platforms. So it's going to simplify your process completely in that aspect because you can now schedule out all your posts. So if you or sits down on a Saturday, whatever the case is, and y'all can make a post once a week on your social media platforms, and y'all don't even have to worry about it because it's scheduled out now and it's all being taken care of.
so it'll be
Um,
like a scheduled
mhm.
thing.
Yep, yeah, it'll be completely scheduled. So you can choose whatever day and time you want it released at, and you can choose what platforms you want it to release on. And the image, you can upload it yourself, and you can make the caption. Even AI, we have a AI bot in there. If you click on it, it can make the caption for you as well, if you needed some help on that.
Okay.
Yes, yes. And another great thing about that is that once these social media platforms are connected, we have what's called our all-in-one inbox. So all the DMs that populate from Instagram, or let's say Facebook, they'll pop up under that conversations tab, and you can actually respond to them in our mobile app that you get. This is the desktop version, but you get a mobile app of this. It's essentially the same thing, and you can actually respond to them. So you don't have to worry about hopping into Facebook and checking those DMs and going back and forth. It'll be all in one area. Um,
Okay.
And with that being said, whenever I took a look at your current website with, I know you said that you wanted to stray away from the inflatable rentals, so we'll keep that in mind. But I don't see a live AI chatbot. This is something that is included with any of our plans, is a
I
live
mean,
AI chat.
we still have it, but it's not like our
Oh,
main
not your
focus.
main focus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. So now I know that. I'll just take a note of that real quick. I had the opposite in there. So okay. Got it. All right. So yeah. So with the live AI chatbot, it will populate somewhere around right here. And I think you and would really, really like this just because anyone that comes onto y'all's website, number one, it captures them as a lead before they start chatting with the AI. It asks for their first name, their email, and their phone number. And so let's say
Okay.
if they're like, I'm looking to book a inflatable rental, let's say that's the case. When's your availability? The live AI chatbot can go ahead and respond to it accordingly, and it can drop the booking link in there for the inflatable. Same thing with the pressure washing, whatever it is, obviously we'll take what y'all want as of, hey, do y'all want a calendar for y'all's, let's say pressure washing and lawn care service? Do y'all want a calendar?
Mhm.
We'll take all that into account, but just trying to drop a basic scenario there, so y'all can
Okay.
kind of envision it. Yes. And then the testimonials. So I'm not sure why does this. They always have these testimonial pages on most sites. And then it's just like a leave a review in a form.
Uh-huh.
On our websites, what we like to do is we actually like to have it on the home page most of the time when they're scrolling down. We have that Google review widget where it can plug in your Google reviews and it will
Uh-huh.
automatically shuffle through. So once your reviews start rolling in, after those paid invoices automations start kicking in, you'll start seeing those reviews increase, increase,
So
increase, and they'll
I
update.
have a question. You found the our page on the website?
Sorry, what was that?
You found our business page on the website?
Yeah, so here at Spark Growth, we have an ability just like other marketing agencies to be able to scrape lead lists. And so we have a way of being able to scrape lists, website lists, website
Okay, 'cause
lists. Yeah,
I
so that's
thought
how.
we had took it off. I thought we got rid of the website.
Oh, you thought you had canceled with?
Yeah, the website part we did.
Oh, interesting.
That's why I asked if you found it on there. I want to say I think we did.
Mhm.
Now I'm questioning it. I could have sworn that's what we took off the website part and just kept the invoice.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. About how long ago did you call?
Oh, I hate I
Can
forget.
you hear me now?
Yes, sir, Wesley. I can hear you now. Oh, you say you don't remember?
I'm not maybe about maybe 3 months ago.
Appreciate it, Mr. Tim.
Sorry, what was that,
Yeah,
Wesley?
it been about that long.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so interesting. I'm not sure why it's still up then. Maybe they're doing y'all a good favor. I'm not really sure what's going on that side. So it seems like there's a huge communication issue, with I don't know what's going on with that.
Yes.
Um, I have no idea, but how much is just the invoicing system? Did they say it would cost you the same price? Maybe they're just giving you the website for free right now? Did they say that it would decrease your rate?
Yes, it was supposed to decrease the rate.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on that side, but since we're on the topic of the invoicing, I'll gladly show you that. You can do this in our mobile app or you can do it on the desktop side, but this is the payments. We integrate with the big three companies, Stripe, Square, and PayPal. Those are the three. And these invoices are going to pretty self-explanatory of how an invoice looks. You're going to have the name of the business, the logo, the breakdown of what the job was, and then you can add your custom notes in there. And we even offer a professional invoice being sent, and then we also have text link to pay. So this person, or sorry, not this person, y'all can send a link, they tap on it, and it's literally like just a link to pay, instead of having like a whole PDF sent and everything like that. So,
Well, I think the company that we're contracted on
mhm.
with, I think they would rather a PDF. Am I right?
Okay.
Yeah, they wanted it in a PDF,
Mhm.
and that's what they were complaining about. With the hold on, when we would send over the invoice, it would it wouldn't allow them to see pictures that we send along with the invoice.
Mhm. Oh,
They
like
would
the
have
uploaded photos?
Yes, they'd
Mhm.
have to go through a whole obstacle course just to get to the pics.
Mhm.
So we
I
just trying
guess
to
they would
have it
have to download it and
make
they
it
didn't want to
simple
do
for
that.
their end.
Mhm. Sorry, what was that, Shatara?
I guess they didn't want to have to download it and go through all that. They wanted it to just automatically pop up when they open up the email.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so would y'all like to have it this way where once an invoice is paid, it's automatically sent to y'all's contractor as well? Because is all y'all's work done through a contractor, like every single job?
Most
Most of them?
most
Okay.
of it. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all would have to handle that kind of distinguishing, oh yeah, let's send this invoice to them.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem at all. Our system is pretty easy. I mean, you can see all the paid invoices within our system, and you can have a preview link to it where you pretty much just it opens it in a new tab, and you can see the paid with a stamp on it, and then you can just copy and paste that link in there. They click on it, you can easily view it, the invoice.
Well, they don't pay the invoice through an invoice. They just use it, but they send check. They send a check.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's fine too. That's fine too as well. You can still
It will
send
have.
you can still send it with the uploaded photos, to that contractor like y'all were saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just want to make sure. Okay. And then the last, well, actually we can go over two more, is the contacts tab. This is just a demo account, so there's going to be some random names in here. So as you go through and as you progress with your business, anyone that fills out a contact form, anyone that fills out a live AI chatbot form, whatever the case is, they're going to automatically be imported in here. So what's really powerful about this is let's say it's summertime, you want to do some summer birthday parties with inflatables. Let's say that's the case. You can send a blast text message to all of the people in your CRM, and you can say, hey, 10% off all inflatable services, or hey, 10% off all lawn care services, whatever it is, just so you can try and generate some recurring revenue from some clients, some past clients. And so I think that'll be really powerful for y'all if y'all are trying to drum up some business, or if you just want to keep your brand reputation up, wish a happy new year, whatever the case is, you can do that within our CRM. So just having a
Okay.
list in general of all your past clients is going to be really great.
Yeah.
Okay, I think for the most part, you want to just keep it simple. Are you what you gonna do? You picking up more yards, more renting it out to other people? How you wanna keep it simple or you want all the work?
Um I mean growing the company will be good too. I really want to keep it as simple as possible
Hmm.
for the most part, but I would like to grow, in the future.
Hmm.
But like as of right now, we can keep it simple.
Yeah. Yeah, completely. Yeah, so everything I'm telling y'all is definitely optional. You don't even have to use all these features. I just want to touch base on everything. So that way
Yeah,
when we get to the different packages, you can see the breakdown
gotcha.
of everything. Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. The last thing that I did want to talk about is just a calendar booking system. And so this depends on what calendars you want for each service, whether that's pressure. So we can have an calendar and then we can have a hauling service mixed with because those other three kind of go hand in hand versus you don't want to mix with the actual work jobs.
Yeah.
So
You can take
separate
off
those.
uh the calendar period.
Oh, and to take it off completely? Okay, sounds good. So yeah, we would just have a service calendar for um and you can book them in directly on our system. And whenever you book them in, let's say you book someone in for Tuesday the 8th at 10 a.m. As soon as you book them in, they receive a text reminder saying, hey, thank you for booking with Finesse Services. Just want to let you know our appointment is confirmed for April 8th at 10 a.m. Just a simple text into them confirming that they're booked in and everything's confirmed. Like I said,
Okay.
you don't even have to use this feature. It's just something that we give to our clients just to kind of help them out and touch more on that professional side Not saying y'all aren't
Yeah.
professional, but it's just something to, just bump it up there a little bit.
Okay.
Yep. All right, sounds good. So let me pull this up right here. Give me 1 second. So this is a sample website that we built. I know there's an electric mower behind there. We have limited resources to work with just because we would ask y'all for photos, some work that y'all have done, which I'm pretty sure you have tons of photos, correct?
Not as much as we would like, but we do have some.
Okay, that wouldn't be a problem. We would obviously, before we listed the website on Google, we would get y'all's approval on all the images used. We just tried to put something together, on the time frame that we had back in this video. And so whenever someone fills out a contact form, just a quick question, how would y'all like to be notified? Via text and email, or how does that typically go with right now? I think they just send an email, right?
I
Yeah.
think Town Square send email, but for the most part, it's like text message, and if they contact us through Facebook, it's through like Messenger through the business page.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so if someone fills out a contact form, then what we can do is we can set it up to where it sends y'all both a direct text message, or just whatever the case is, whatever y'all would like. And what's better about that is that we're more likely to see a text rather than an email, for sure, most definitely in today's time.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so we'll definitely get that set up, and we'll still send the email as well, but that's just something that we like to do on that side. And again, we'll
Yeah.
sign off.
It's
Y'all
more
don't.
convenient.
Yes, more convenient, most definitely, for sure. Yeah, we'll take off the party rental image, and so that wouldn't be an issue. What we offer, obviously, again, we know what we talked about now, what services y'all want. Featured projects, we'll have images of y'all's work right here. Simple little video at the bottom. And then this is where, like I said, with that Google My Business page integration, it will automatically add y'all's Google reviews right here, even whenever they're coming in the future as well. If
Okay.
anybody has questions. And so keep in mind, this is just a rough draft. We really do build way better looking websites than our samples. I can show you just some real quick. So if you take a look at just this website right here.
So that our website that's on screen?
Sorry, you were cutting in and out there. Sorry, can you repeat it one more time?
The website you were showing us, that's our existing website, or that's something you put together?
No, that wasn't ours.
So this one is y'all's one right here. And then
That's
this is,
ours.
yeah, that one's y'all's right now. Well, y'all canceled with them, so I don't know why it's up, but this one right here is this rough draft sample.
Okay.
Whenever y'all actually sign up, like this is the type of work that we do right here. Night and day difference between, sample versus, because with the sample, not trying to sound like we're not putting in effort because y'all haven't signed up, but it's not guaranteed versus, hey, this is our client now, we're gonna obviously put our energy into it and really get it looking right.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And then don't want to take up too much more of y'all's time, but I'll show y'all just some more, about 2 more websites. This one's more closer a little bit to y'all's industry, landscaping. See how this one looks. Yeah, these are all the videos and images. They wanted them on the home screen, so we got them added there. There you go, some leaving reviews. So everything looks good. Once you sign up, I mean, we make it exactly the way you want it to look. And then as we come through here, so there's 3 different plans that we offer. Seems like y'all were interested in this price point. Since y'all are coming from, there will be $0 setup fee. So this website design will be completely free and there's no contracts. So if you guys are ever unhappy, then you can leave at any point. And I know that y'all said y'all wanted the invoicing and that's not included on this plan, but we'll work with y'all. So if you could tell me from the demo, obviously the invoicing, but was there anything else that you would want to your account? Maybe the social media planner, maybe CRM, booking calendar. I'm not really sure. So what really sounded like, hey, we need this for our business?
And I like all the extra, for being able to schedule with the calendar.
Mhm.
I like the scheduling.
The
But
scheduling, the invoicing for sure. The social media, uh, you want to go back to the social media stuff?
and I know it'll reach a lot of customers through social media, but I'm not real big on it. I mean,
I'm the one normally handling the social media part of the page, but I mean, is that one of the features on that $97 one?
The social media,
Uh-huh.
you can see that it is crossed out right here, but y'all aren't using the missed call text back or um really the two-way text or email conversation. Y'all aren't really going to use that. So I mean, we could swap
Yeah.
those for them. Yeah. So just those two were the big ones. Oh, in the
I'm looking.
booking calendar.
The booking calendar, yeah.
Okay.
So what? I see what you have scratched out and say all reporting. What is that?
Yeah, so all reporting, what that means is that pretty much every 3 months, we send a report, and this report is a little bit more detailed than pretty much the $97 a month one we send. Um, what this report shows is how fast you're coming up in the rankings. That's usually what it shows. But you'll still get a report. We'll send it to you. It's just that this is sent more frequent. Sorry, wrong one. This one is sent more frequently and it's more detailed. This one still gives you reporting, but it's sent once every 3 months. This one's sent like once every two weeks, I believe.
Okay.
So it's just not as detailed and not sent as frequently, but really not a big deal.
Yeah. And I'm looking at some ones at the bottom. Go down, scroll down a little more.
Mhm. This one's crossed out, but we're going to give it to y'all. The ongoing SEO, what this is an extra code that we add on the back end of y'all's website. And that pretty much, it does cost us a pretty good amount of money to run. That's why it's on this package. But what it
Okay.
does is it uses AI on the back end of your website, on the back end coding of it. And we've seen crazy results with it. It's a software called Search Atlas that you can even search on Google if you wanted to. And it's very, very credible. And so what it does is it scans your area and it keeps it using the best keywords on the back end of your website to boost it through the rankings.
Okay.
Yeah, but that one for sure has to stay on the 297 a month plan.
That one would have been my next question for us, like the Google reviews. Would we pop up like on the first page of uh Google?
Yeah, so this one it gets you on page SEO. It even gets you a little bit of back end SEO, but not so much, not too much compared to this one right here. And so really for y'all, number one, on page SEO is going to help, but what's going to help y'all the most in this situation is, if I can go back, is getting Google reviews. And us having that process implemented where once an invoice is paid and you can leave a Google review, or since y'all said that they mainly pay through check, we can even have it set up towards where you, Shatara, or you, Wesley, can go into our mobile app. It's like 3 clicks of a button, and you can fire off the automation where it asks them for a Google review. So it'd be very, very easy, either way that y'all decide to go. But yeah, to answer your question, Google reviews is definitely going to be the biggest thing. But with that being said, SEO wasn't really that great to begin with, based on how they build out their pages. So like if I show you, let's say this one right here, if I show you this website and we go to custom home construction, you can see how much more context we put on the site, and that's for SEO purposes. So custom home construction solutions in Victoria. We scroll down. Why choose Artisan Home Solutions? Why choose us to build your next dream home? So all this is all flooded with keywords and context with that service. And so that's going to help you when Google indexes your website and says, oh, okay, so this business does this, and that. You're using all the proper keywords. So you are going to get recommended more. Obviously, SEO isn't an overnight thing, but I guarantee you the SEO will be better than what I'm giving y'all right now.
Okay.
Yep. But we'll throw in everything that you're asking for, the invoicing, the calendar, and the social media planner. for $97 a month. No setup fee, no contracts. And so, we're ready when y'all are.
Okay, that'll be another system I would have to figure out how to work, especially the invoicing part, because we using that like constantly.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, and you get, like I said, with your dedicated support specialist, if you need any help, you can hop on a Zoom call with them, just schedule it with them. They can help you with it. You will also have an onboarding call. So you'll know how to use the system. We won't just leave you astray and just be like, kind of figure it out. You have an onboarding call to get trained on everything. If you have questions after that, just book a Zoom call with your dedicated support specialist and you'll be all good to go. We do even offer training videos as well in our system right here if you're in the computer, video trainings, and you can software tutorial videos.
Mhm.
And then it gives a whole breakdown of the system, how to use everything, what everything means, the calendars, payments, all that good stuff. So you're definitely not left astray. I think it'll be a real simple process getting switched over to us.
Okay. So what you wanna think about it? You wanna go ahead and switch over? You wanna do some reviews?
I
Which one?
just made it back. Yeah, I just made it back. I just took a call.
No worries.
Come back.
Uh,
I was just
basically
saying,
he said
I missed
he added everything we needed for that 97. Explain that again.
Yep. Yep. So we got y'all on the $97 a month plan. Since y'all aren't using this feature right here, the missed call text back, we'll go ahead and swap those out for the social media planner and the booking system. And then just because y'all seem like good people, we would definitely want to work with y'all. We want to go ahead and throw in that invoicing system as well, because from the very beginning, I know that was real important to y'all. So
Yeah.
we'll just go ahead and throw that in as a bonus there for y'all. And again, $97 a month, no setup fee, completely waived since y'all are coming from. So $0 to get the website designed, and then no contracts. So if you ever want to leave at any time, you can do so.
And so and we would have we'd have somebody dedicated to us that we could contact. Would it
Yep.
be you or someone else?
So like me, myself, I hold two different positions. Really, every sales rep here does. It's a sales rep, number one, and then number two, you're a customer support specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I would be y'all, if y'all closed, I would be your dedicated support specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. And if you ever had any issues, whatever the case is, if y'all didn't like me for some reason, y'all could easily switch to someone else. But but I think y'all would be fine with me.
Yeah.
Sound good. Sound good. I wonder, like, far as that you're gonna be handling mainly the invoices. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
as long as you comfortable with them, right?
I mean,
You'd have to
there's
see how it work and
I would have
how
to,
sending
yeah.
them to the city don't work out
And
for
if
them.
I would have to say, and if it works out for them.
Yeah, we just trying to meet, they standard because
Mhm.
it's a lot of, headaches with that shit. But
Mhm.
but I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it switching over.
You
Long as
okay with looking over?
but how? All right, this another question.
Mhm.
Before switching over, how will we know sending those invoice the way you're setting up the invoices is going to, be sent to them how they want it?
Be sent to the
So
customer or how?
yes, the customer, because she tried explaining to you earlier about the way we send out invoices to them, and they can't click into certain things
Mhm.
like we expect them to. So,
Oh, yes. Yeah, so we haven't had any complaints about them having trouble to open the link or open the invoice. We haven't had any problems like that. I'm not sure why that's even a problem with why they can't open an invoice. That's a pretty
They
big deal.
they don't want to have to, I guess, download it. I think it's something on their end. They don't want to have to download anything. They basically want to open up the email and everything is already there.
Hmm.
already shows up, and it was kind of confusing a little bit in the
Because
beginning.
everybody got to
Like
click on something to download something, a picture, an image.
they
Hmm.
But
have to download the invoice, go into it and have to download the pictures after that. It's like a process. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I mean, based on what y'all are saying, I don't think that's going to be an issue with us.
Okay.
Our invoicing system is fairly simple. You're able to add images like y'all are saying, and you can always view it in an email, like in a PDF. So if you send the invoice to someone, let's say y'all's contractors, they should be able to open it in the email just like that and view everything on the invoice.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mhm.
And that's how they ask for it to be, huh?
Yeah, that's how we've been having it. We have to kind of like double work ourselves because we have to, once we do the invoice, we have to download the invoice on our end and then email over a PDF through our
Email.
email instead of everything just sending straight through the invoice to them. We have to
Mhm.
kind of do the invoice and do the download and then send it over to them.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a lot of work to go through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would be an issue on our end. I think it would be more simple, but really the big thing with us is that do y'all use Square, Stripe, or PayPal?
We
Ooh.
use
What was that?
we use
Oh, perfect. Okay. Ooh, that had me sweating there a little bit because those are the three we integrate with.
Mm-hmm.
We don't take any
A lot
extra
of people
fee.
go through Stripes too. Kira got Square and Stripes.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
and
could
so
that also be added on there?
what was
I
that?
mean, is that also added on there? The other payments, Squares and Stripe. We would have to set that up on our end.
Oh, yes, yeah. And they're very easy to set up. And if I had to give a recommendation, if I'm being honest, I think Stripe. And I'm saying that from a standpoint, Spark Growth makes no money off of which partnership you go with. It's just
Hmm.
whatever their rate is. But
But
Stripe
they
is,
charge a fee. Well,
yes,
PayPal kind of do too.
they do. They most definitely do, like all of them do. But I think Stripe is far more organized, and I think the fee is worth it, I should say, more out of all the platforms. Square would be my runner-up, and in third place, I would say PayPal. Sorry, I know that's the one you're using right now. That's just the way I
Um,
would do it from a business aspect. It's far more organized on both of those platforms. But there's no shame in using PayPal. It still works. Everything's great on PayPal. So
yeah, I know. I hear a lot about Stripe and
mhm.
Square.
Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, it seems like y'all are set. It sounds like $97 a month. That sounds fair to y'all.
Uh-huh. And like so with the tax and everything, what that comes out to be, do you know?
It should be like 98 or 99, somewhere around there.
Oh, still kind of
Yeah.
under 100. Okay.
Yep, still under 100. Mhm. Okay. All right. Well, let me get this invoice sent over. And then do you have time to go over some account information, or would it be Shatara's info? I just don't know who would be under.
She'll set it up. She'll get everything set up.